Hi everyone, Deb here. Welcome to Embellishments on the 11th. This is a collaboration I host every month, and there are a number of us in this, so please, and I've been doing this for a few years now, probably about 5 years or something, I forget. Anyway, it's really fun. We just make one or more embellishments of anything we want to do. And so everybody's is different. There's no theme every month. And I enjoy it because I like to see the creativity and how people do their embellishments and what they use them for, too. There for a while, I was doing a let's make cards from the embellishments kind of thing. Um, but today, I made something specifically to be used in my Strawberry Bliss little composition book because I'm trying to finish the pages and I have 20 some pages left in it and I really want to finish it before the end of June. So what I started with was this was the cover uh, card from the paper package from Stamps by Me. It's called Berry Fresh and I actually cut those words out, so I'll be using those. These little bits I'm going to throw away, but this I'm going to save because even if I cover this up, this will make nice tags. It's sturdy. Or, yeah, I think I'd cover this with something. I'm not sure what now because I used a lot of the paper. Anyway, so the pieces I cut out, the words. Sorry for it being so bright. Maybe just up one notch there. Maybe that'll be better. One of the strawberries. This little floral with strawberries because I thought that would make a cute little tuck spot or just an embellishment. I think that one will be just an embellishment maybe. This is a little corner tuck and this is also a little corner tuck. I think it goes like this. So this would be a top and I think I had this one. I was planning on doing like a bottom and a top, but they might not be on the same page. And then this also could be a tuck bottom right page. And I made sure it was not too tall to fit on the page. I think that this was actually right above here like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, or this could actually then be a top corner tuck on a different page. Yeah. And then I had this part, you can even see the lines. This was at the top of the paper pad. And of course it's sturdy. I've already put double-sided tape, so I'm going to make this be a side pocket on one of the pages. And then I made two um, tags out of leftover paper and half of a time card, Dollar Tree time card. And then this was a scrap of paper. I just made a tab for it. And this was a little piece I had left over of this blue Gemmy trim. And I thought it went okay with the blue. So I used Fabri-Tac to glue them down. And this piece, you can see its irregular edge, and I just left it that way. All the inking that I did for today was done with lumberjack plaid distress oxide. I didn't stamp or anything on these tags, and they were both measured and should just barely fit. See, in kind of got one of my tapes, this one I think crooked, so they'll just fit in there. Oops. Just scooted away my other embellishments. Anyway, so you get the idea. So I made that out of the cover and then some scraps and a time card. Actually, the time card I used had already been stamped on like this, but I covered that up because it was purple and it didn't really go. And I ended up using some of that somewhere else too. So that will go in here. And I can maybe have them stick out like that or something. I don't know. We'll see how far it is on the page. I did add a little ribbon to that and just 3 flowers, and I put them away already. I think they're little birdie. Anyway, so this was another larger piece of paper, a scrap of book paper going sideways. This had already been punched out of with my double oval punch. I just edged it in the lumberjack plaid. And then these three little flowers out of different design papers were left over from punching strawberries out with the strawberry builder punch. And then this is a little bag of jemmies you have to glue down, and I just picked three different colors and put them in the middle there. And that's also a, a bottom pocket for a page. This is meant to be a belly band. It will be. It's just right for my half composition book. Has a scrap here. This is a scrap, it was already shaped this way. This was a leftover strawberry die cut. And this is a scrap I just stuck in here because it's a very thin little pocket. But I guess you could just put a little tiny little note or take it out and use it for something else. Anyway, that's going to be a belly band and a little piece of washi. I don't remember if I said that. Yellow washi because it's lemons. So yeah, that'll be a belly band. This will just be a page decoration. I had two doilies out, this one and a bright pink, which I'll show you in a minute. This was a tiny little scrap of a pink paper with a tiny piece of a strawberry on. This is one of those strips I got out of a pack I found in my stash from I had bought from Tuesday morning. I put them away already. This was a scrap and it's uneven and it's okay. And this was a scrap of book paper. And this is embroidery thread I have on a roll I got at a yard sale somewhere in different reds, greens, gold, etc. So that'll be a page decoration. It's too flimsy. Oh, in fact, it was so flimsy and the glue was coming through the doily, so I just put another piece of book paper on to make it a little more solid. This will be either a tuck spot this way or this way. I don't know. And I had already inked these up and then didn't use them. These are folded over little tickets like that. So they can go in there. This was actually not out of that paper pad, but it was a scrap I had used from, I think, My Favorite Things paper pad. And this is a button out of a Doodle Bug pack. I think it was, yeah, Doodle Bug. I'm trying to use up. There's a couple buttons left and there's some brads left in that pack. Here's the other doily I had out. Two scraps on here, one in the background and then one that's sticking up above that. You can see where one ends. And then this was already in there, was kind of a messed up stamp, "You are the sweetest." And I had stamped it. This is not just a regular circle. It actually had a star punch out here, but I put a little flower over that. And this is a piece of this paper tape, which actually is plasticky. I got years ago at Target in their, what used to be their dollar spot. But it was, yeah, $1. Good luck finding that anymore, right? So that would be cute just to put on a page. And then this was a scrap, and this was a scrap, and then this was another piece of that tape measure thing that I had in my stash from Tuesday morning. I can't remember the brand, sorry. And this is another one of the flowers out of that pack I had, not the ones there, but I had used in the beginning. And then, oops, this was a leftover piece of the job ticket and a little tiny scrap of pink with a strawberry on it and a part of a strawberry, which I covered up because this is another one of those strips. It looks like ribbon and stitching, but it's not. And there's a tiny little scrap of book paper. So, and here you can see the purple that had been already stamped on there. A little piece of book page, that little scrap, and then this. And I left the back with the lines so that you can actually write on it. So that'll maybe go in somewhere like in here or something. I don't know. Here's another little pocket tuck spot thing. I don't think I inked this one. I just put gold washi. And then these leaves are strawberry leaves and they were left over from, I think, punching out of Stampin' Up! Paper. One second. Sorry about that. My voice has been a mess lately. Might be from people mowing lawns and stuff. I don't know. Another scrap, a book page. It's turned sideways though. Last little scrap here. I was going to make that into a pocket, but this is just a page embellishment. It is inked in, lightly inked in lumberjack plaid. Piece of ribbon. This is the same ribbon I used on the cover of the book. It's a Stampin' Up! And also on that first sideways pocket I made from the cardboard cover of the paper. This was Stampin' Up! It's real red something or other. Anyway, and lastly, this one was a one of the, I think it was the last biggish paper I had. And all I did was punch a half 1 inch punch. It's a little off to the left, but oh well. I was so afraid I was going to hit this straw and I didn't want to, and I meant to get over this way, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because now we have a whole strawberry there. And this ribbon is an old Michael's Celebrate It. I just have this much left, so I really want to finish that and get it out of my way, but I'll keep the cardboard and because I can use it as a tag or a spool for something else, like gifting washi or something. So anyway, that's a little bit of a flimsy pocket because it's just the paper. But that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 sec. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, something like 19. And plus I'm sure I'll make tags or cut these off, cover this up with something and use it as another um, side pocket maybe a side pocket. Yeah, so we'll see. So if you want to see how I use all these, come back on Thursday, the, I don't know, 12th, I think. Yeah. And it will be for hashtag Let's Make Together. And I will show you how I put these in my, or we'll put them in together in my Strawberry Bliss half composition book. Okay. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And we have sunshine for a well, we have partial clouds and sunshine for a change. It's been raining off and on so far this week, but it's all good. All right. Take care, everyone. Hugs, love, and peace.